Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. I like Ascension mode level 5 as the Ironclad. I'm having a good time with it. The Silent, I had a little pick-me-up talk with Austin last night. He's like, you're being a baby. The Silent's not that bad. And I'm like, I'm not being a baby. I got charts and graphs and figures. And he says, you know, you're being a baby. What you should do is lose your starting relic to obtain a boss relic that maybe can give you either energy or a little seam you can pull on as the Silent. And that can help you out. For now, the Ironclad has mostly been going fine. Do we have an early shop? Oh yes. Oh yes we do. Let's get a curse, which is actually not even that bad. And then, geez, out of these, I mean, brutality is better immediately. But it's not that good. And I only say that because of our current deck construction, but it's not that good because our deck is like 80% strikes defends right now. Exhume is amazing later, but I don't know. Let's go brutality. A little extra life loss for more card draw is probably okay. Probably. I gotta run the numbers here for a second. If I bash you, you're gonna go down to 7, which is actually gonna put you at 12, and this is only gonna deal 9 damage. So I would like to defend, and then I think a bash works after that point. Anyway, Slay the Spire has still been a lot of fun, but I have gotten to the point where I'm kind of like, Ascension mode is hard. 2 episodes a day is not enough for me to get ahead of Ascension mode. Oh man. Well, we are going to take 6, which is going to put us 1 down, but not a big deal. Less on the Ironclad, much more on the Silent, unfortunately, but one day we'll get past it. Apparently they just added 5 more levels to Ascension mode, which is, of course you did. Although we don't have anything to enable it yet, and I do like Clothesline, I'm going to take Rupture. I think Rupture might strictly be the best card. And we can build around it, which is valuable as well. So we do want to remove a card right away. And then, wait a minute. We can afford Iron Wave, and that's it. That's okay. So right now, Brutality, worth playing. Ooh, remove a card from your deck and lose some HP. Don't mind if I do. We haven't added any attacking cards. It's all utility cards right now. So we are going to take away a strike just to keep the balance relatively good, I think. And oh lord. I'm still going to play Brutality. We'll take 4 damage here. And then we'll start drawing 6 cards per turn. We know we're going to get a strike-heavy hand next turn, just by definition, basically. I would like to defend, strike, strike. I know we're going to be having an elite fight coming right up as well, so I'm a little nervous about the fact that our HP is a little lower, but the thing with the Ironclad is you start with Bash, and Bash is kind of not good, except for the fact that if you're fighting a single enemy who hits hard, and has a decent amount of HP, you actually can race them. There's no real reason to do that, but you actually can race them instead of just slowly being constricted until you die. Now, a single enemy that has a lot of HP and hits hard, who does that sound like? Oh, just about every elite on the first floor except for the artifacts. Throw a drop kick in there. We don't really want to go there. We'll fight this guy, hope to gain some HP back instead of losing HP, and, well, not a terrible start. If we can get to 70 HP with a block potion, maybe 1 semi-useful card after this, I would be pretty pleased. Admittedly, we probably could have gotten away with playing Brutality. We're obviously not gonna get to 70 HP, but we might get sort of close. You're still vulnerable, so let me start with a drop kick. Allows me to throw in a defend and then 2 strikes. I don't know. Let's not go there, because I was gonna do, oh, well, but I've got an armchair game design hat on, and I really feel like the balance has been compromised by a focus on Ascension mode prematurely when the game is still in early access. I don't mean to be like, that crosses a line, not into like impropriety, I think, but at least, this should kill you. It acts like I'm kind of an authority on some kind of game design when I'm not. We'll take Infernal Blade here. The other thing is I don't have to play Ascension mode. Like, it's kind of a false dilemma to act like I've been forced into playing Ascension mode. So I can get you down to 25. I think we should be actually fine against these guys. Bash is not going to make you vulnerable, so I think we'll do something like this. Next turn, you're dead if we draw a single strike, and that puts us way ahead of the curve. And if we have 2 attacking units, it doesn't really matter if the middle one attacks, because we'll just kill it before it can do damage to us. But if we have 2 attacking units, which we do, we can always use a block potion, so it's no big deal. So, eviscerate you. Rampage. It's a pretty good card. I think we will use Brutality. It's very risky. Right now we're not drawing... Like, Brutality seems amazing with, like, Clash or something like that, you know? I was talking about it again with Austin, but... I genuinely do think Clash might just be, like, the best card in the game. I think well, not everybody, but a lot of people's reaction to that assessment is going to be like, well, you know, I had a run where I had, you know, a strike, or perfected strike that did 100 damage, or I had a run in which I had, like, limit breaks took me to 300 damage on turn 3. That's all well and good, and I mean that in the sincerest way possible, while still being dismissive, as you can tell by my tone. Clash, though, it fits in, like, every shell. In a defensive deck, you play all the defends in your hand, and then you have a Clash left over to deal some extra damage. Like, in the end, you still gotta find a way to kill the enemies, right? In an offensive deck, Clash just gives you, like, endless gas over and over and over. It's like going to an Elon Musk charging station. So, like, maybe you're dead next turn. We took a little bit more damage than I'd like to have taken, but it's actually not really that bad. This is like the default state as the Silent, so to be a little low on HP as the Ironclad really just feels like home. Juzu Bracelet is not immediately useful. I really like Infernal Blade, honestly. It almost always pays more than 1. It gives you value of more than 1. And then beyond that, it also gives you exhaust synergy if we ever get a relic that works for that. But yeah, we're waiting. Let's put it that way. Something like Dead Branch would be an awesome pickup. You're hitting for 10, huh? Jesus Christ. Hey, okay, so we'll play this. I would like to kill you. And I can get there, I think. See, that's what I mean. Like, Infernal Blade giving us something there was really nice. Even Clash for 0, which is its normal price, is so good. Can I get you while I'm weak? I don't think so. Maybe if we get light. Oh my god. Infernal Blade has saved us. I understand corruption. You know what? This deck is so disunified, it's just horrible. But if we can make a corruption... Like, we don't have a unifying synergy yet. Ornamental Fan, when you play 3 attacks, you get a block. We don't have a unifying synergy yet. So I got all these powers, and they're not doing anything. Oh. We could play 2 defends, but we can get away with 1. We can still get away with 1. We don't know yet what's going to work for us, I think, is the thing. So, like, of course, skills cost 0 whenever you play a skill exhausted. So we can play Corruption, and then immediately after playing Corruption, I'm not going to play Brutality because I'm trying to be protective of our HP, but it makes defense free. So if this guy's going to die before those defense would have come around anyway, it's the opposite of a big deal. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. But I'm just kind of... I'm reaching out with many tendrils right now. And I'm saying, you know, which one of you is going to be the synergy that carries us? I don't know. Corruption costing less. Rupture being free. Brutality, I don't know. We don't need Brutality to be innate. Infernal Blade costing 0 is really nice. Pommel Strike giving you 2 card draw. The thing is, Corruption, I sort of feel like it doesn't save us that much energy. Because when we play it, we can still exhaust defense out of our hand anyway. Dare I fight the mushrooms? I think we can get away with it. Hopefully we get something better than just, you know, existing out of this. So pommel, and then another 12 damage. We can deal 21 damage. Okay, slow it down. I was really hoping to kill him this turn, but so be it. These guys are going to be annoying because if we don't kill this one before he gets too strong, they're going to start doing just a ridiculous amount of damage. This is horrible. This is just horrendous. What have I done? My sweetest friend. Well, this costs 0. Of course, it's a skill. So Bash then makes Dropkick free. Body Slam is going to do 0 damage. It's not very good, in case you're curious. Well, I think we accept we'll probably take 10 damage. We'll bash this guy, kill him, and then get a card draw out of it. Okay, we got another Dropkick. That's just exquisite. That's just amazing. Well, we did get 4 block for playing a bunch of attacks. I guess we could have gotten closer to getting another attack, but yeah, we're gonna be a little lower on the HP side of things. If we're going to run a corruption build, which it like clearly seems like we will, or that's where we're leaning at least, what's like our end game relics that we're looking for? Dead Branch for certain. I'm like just stunned. I can't seem to... Oh, I guess I'm an idiot because I was thinking I'm stunned I can't seem to get any blocks, and then I realized anytime we play a block, it just exhausts from our deck. So, yeah, we gotta be very careful about when we choose to play Corruption. Odd Mushroom. When vulnerable, take 25% damage instead of 50, so that's good. And we'll pass along here. This is normally not that bad of an encounter. We are going to take 10 right off the top. Jesus Christ. I need to do like some normal difficulty runs just to get my head straight again. Okay, Body Slam? Why? Why with a Body Slam? I beg you. Stop it. Okay, now we got 5 damage for free, so there's something there. But good lord. It ended up working relatively well, but, dude, I don't know. Like, this one is... I'm straddling too many archetypes simultaneously. We definitely do not need a second Corruption. At this point, we do want Sentinel, which we exhausted. It gives us energy. So it's 2 energy and a little block, right, when it gets exhausted? I am ready to spin the wheel, my friend. I don't know what I want you to remove, but I am ready to spin the wheel. Or remove, I mean... Oh, okay, we did get card removal. The conspiracy theories abound. See, the problem is, like, we could exhaust all of our defense. Then we'd be left with, essentially, Pommel Strike. Because our Infernal Blades get exhausted. We'll also keep Dropkick. Everything else is going to be exhausted. I don't know. What do we even want to remove? Remove a basic strike because defends are probably going to be free. To do what they want. Any old time. Yeah, I do not know. I do not know where this deck will end up. I actually really appreciate turn 1. Which has allowed me to do 9 damage, be debuffed with reduced card draw, but otherwise okay. I think we should do Brutality, and I'm going to take a Strength Potion. And then I'm gonna play Corruption, and the reason is, first off, Infernal Blade is already gonna get exhausted. We might as well make it free. And actually, it gave us a card that is, I don't want to say ideal, because that's a little ridiculous, but it does work for us in the sense that it fills our deck with another attack, and we're gonna need that at some point. So, we'll start with Infernal Blade, which Clothesline is a really nice fit here. And we'll throw Rupture in there, maybe we'll get Hemokinesis, plus it's free. Do we really need to gain 2 energy? We do not. So I'm gonna use 2 of these, and I'm just gonna leave this in the deck, because otherwise we're gonna waste a bunch of energy. Sure, it would have given us extra block, but I'm a little bit, and I think justifiably, more concerned with just our own survival at the present moment. So I think we'll open with a little Pommel. We could Bash and then Anger, but start with Pommel. Because we can also still do that. I don't really care about weakness here, so I'm just gonna hit you. 7 damage, which is actually 10. Do I really want to interrupt you to save 7 damage in a debuff? I don't think so. So I'll take you there. You're at 78. And I think I'm going to leave you there, because this would cause you to break. And next turn I'm going to hit you harder. And remember, essentially next turn, in my opinion, we're dealing double damage. So if we can just get some good damage cards here. And this is enough, to be honest with you, because we'll drop kick. And then we'll strike, and then we'll strike. And then we got 2 enemies with 35 HP instead of 2 enemies with 68 HP, which is where they would have been. So, and then these guys only require a couple of attacks to split themselves. So we're definitely gonna win on floor 1, but it was not always appearing like it was gonna be an easy task. So that went very well. Yeah, this deck has no future if we don't adjust it. Okay, so Sentinel works here. Well, no, it really doesn't, actually, but it doesn't matter is the thing, because, you know, they're going to split into 2 enemies with 2 HP. We need relics. We need more skills in our deck, for one, probably, but we also need relics that can, like, play off of an exhaust synergy. Friggin' weird, dude. So the thing is, like, Limit Break is lovely, but we have nothing to enable it so far. Fiend Fire, I'm gonna take it, and the main reason why, oh man. I'm gonna take Calling Bell, and it's Madness, gain Dex, heal 12 if you're below 50%. It's Madness, or is it? Here's the reason I don't think it's fully Madness, and we're just going to the fastest shop we can find. With Fiend Fire, we can exhaust curses, which is actually, I think, what I'm going to start with here, even though it causes us to lose Corruption. It's 28 damage right off the bat. It gets rid of 2 of the 3 curses in our deck. I still... You can't convince me that this is a bad idea. Now, everything is very, very slow. We're kind of just waiting for Fiend Fire to come back around, in all honesty. Well, that doesn't happen very often. Alright, so he's not dead yet, but I am not above using the Fire Potion to make this happen a little faster. I think we are still extremely weak relative to the enemies we're coming across. So I'm genuinely quite concerned. I want to take it back and play Infernal Blade instead! Ah! That hurts. I didn't even run the math, because I didn't think we were weak. There's no... You know, no excuse for that except for that I'm an idiot. And I'm still going to use the Fire Potion, even though it looks like overkill, because we're going to otherwise take damage in the process anyway. Oh, dude, hit me up with this Clash. Always, always. And I'm not even, like, remotely being sarcastic. Whirlwind is also a lovely card. I would love to afford that. And I think we can get there. But first, we're never going to use Runic Dodecahedron. We have to remove a curse. And we're going to remove the one that gives us weak, because that's way worse than losing like 4 HP. We're going to take Whirlwind, which is an amazing card. And then I think we're going to leave And the deck is like... To say that the deck is crystallizing is probably not fair. I was really looking for a whirlwind here, but... Infernal Blade's nice. Oh! I can at least interrupt you. It exhausts a bunch of cards I'm not that happy with, so... Yeah, you're at least interrupted. We are going to take 6, but this isn't that bad. What we really want to do is draw a Whirlwind on the next turn, and then interrupt everybody. So it's working out like gangbusters so far. We will play Corruption, which at least allows us to block everything but 3 damage. And then you know there's got to be a Whirlwind in here. It's coming. Any day now. Well, we'll defend. We have to play Sentinel to get Clash anyway. Infernal Blade has given us a Hemokinesis. I can interrupt the one doing 15 damage, so let's do that. I do not think, and this is always like, there's a little switch in my brain that flips and goes like, hey, talk about how you feel about the long-term prospects of this run. I think the long-term prospects of this run are actual trash. Had to be done. And I'm extremely pleased to have been the one to do it. Yeah, I think the long-term prospects of this run are horrible. But it's almost like a meme. The deck is so memeable that it might function, as ridiculous as that sounds. So obviously Whirlwind kills you, and it takes you down to a very low degree of HP. I'm just trying to see if there's any other way around it. I don't mind losing 3 HP. To deal 14 damage. Let's do that first, because then we're going to heal for more when we come around. Then I can deal 10 damage to you, but that's no good. Start here. Dang curse, man. Anyway, like I said, we're going to heal for more because of meat on the bone. How do we do this? Headbutt is really good. We can use Headbutt to bring back Clash, which is kind of like having a deck with 22 cards and 1 Clash is the ultimate bummer. Start of boss combats heal for 25. Like we got a 1 card that we're like, if this shows up, we're gonna win. Remove all curses from my deck. You god of goodness. Okay. I'm gonna try to fight the elite because I think that's the way we get ourselves out of this pit of despair. Is like we fight against other enemies, you know, that can give us relics. So Whirlwind is tempting, 15 damage to each enemy. I think we'd rather focus on a single enemy, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna headbutt you, bringing back Pommel Strike, and then I could either deal 6 damage or 5 damage to all enemies. So we'll follow that up with 5 damage to all enemies. We get 4 block out of it, and we are gonna take quite the hit. 9 plus 7 plus 14, that's like 30 damage. It's gonna be at like 46, is that correct? Yes, okay. That's alright, turn 1's supposed to be the worst. That's what they say. I think we Rupture, Sentinel, Defend, Clash. And again, we're gonna take quite a hit. 29, we're gonna take 15, we're gonna be at 31 HP. I believe. And we're going to be weakened, I think. No, vulnerable. This guy is now going down, though. He's done this turn. I hate everything. We're going to take quite a hit. We're going to be at 13 HP, I believe. 13. Not a great place to be. And then you guys are going to... You're going to try to lethal me, you dirty dogs. Well, I feel like I sort of have to play this. Now we're only taking 9 damage. And then, I think you Sever Soul. No, maybe you do Fiend Fire. Does 21 damage. Or this does 16. And then what do we do with... We do 16 and then we do another 14 on top. 30 damage. That's a little better, huh? No, you're an idiot. Because it exhausts the cards. It doesn't just play itself. Oh my god. So we essentially, like, pretty much deserve this. But, I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Come on. Come on! Don't you dare entangle me. Although that... Yeah, I was gonna say, if you both choose to attack here, I think I'm actually, like, literally dead. Cool, this is a lot of fun. I can't even blame this one in Ascension mode, even though I want to be the typical streamer and get very salty. Oh, Ascension was too hard. I'm a big game developer, raining shit down on the people below me. Sorry for the swears, but you get one every video. I apologize, this is kind of like this is a bummer, and a little bit of a short one, but hey, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy a little Slay the Spire. I'm probably going to do like some vanilla runs after this, because Ascension mode is kind of grinding me down. Whether it's real or all in my head, it's kind of grinding me down. So we might do some normal runs to make me feel better about myself. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.